Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Amethyst LAURI Markkannen, who I think is going to be a super solid 7-foot stretch big in my team. Like a better Channing Frye, kind of like a Karl-Anthony Towns, I think is probably where this LAURI Markkannen is. He's not quite as fast as I was hoping he'd be, but he should be a really good shooter and at least an interesting card in my team. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 14,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Huge shout out to my boy Jay Pickles for letting me hop on his account to record this gameplay. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with he's 7 foot, so he's big. And we're going to try him at center today. He can play power forward as well. I think at center he's probably a little better. 92 offense, 78 defense. Defensively, he's not great, but he's got a good post game, 85 midi and an 85 3 ball, 80 driving dunk, 75 standing dunk. But he's not a good defender. I mean, all in the 60s and the 40s, that's not good. 63 speed, 60 excel, 60 lateral quickness, also not great. He's just not good defensively, really, in any specific way. He's an okay rebounder, but 2 Hoffs, catch and shoot and corner specialist, 5 golds, our Claymore Green Machine guard at midi magician, open looks, post playmaker, and big driver on silver. And then 9 bronze badges include badges like Dream Shake, Drop Stepper, Posterizer, Slippery Off Ball, Precision Dunker, Spot Finder. He looks pretty good. I don't think he's going to be this insane top tier card at this position, but I think he's going to be okay. I wish he was a little faster. He's the same speed as his Ruby Series 1 card was. Mostly was just improved in terms of his shooting, which is great and all, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for, as I actually have the wrong lineup on right now. So let me back out and make sure I have the right lineup for Freestyle to try out his animations. It's not that I think he's going to be a bad card. It's just that I'm not sure he's a truly great one at the center position because he's so poor defensively and he's not super fast. He's basically Karl-Anthony Towns, but even worse defensively. Like as a shooter, his release is nice. I think he's probably a better shooter than Cat. I think he's going to be a really good pick and pop all around offensive card. He's got good versatility, and I don't think the speed is going to be a liability offensively whatsoever. I think defensively the speed's a little low. I don't think it's horrific, but combine that with bad interior, not good at blocking shots, not a great rebounder, not with high lateral quickness. There's just a lot of mediocrity there on that whole end of the court, which is really, really important. So to me, at least, guys like Paulo and Jaren are probably more intriguing from today's drop than LAURI Markkannen, but as a pick and pop catch and shoot stretch big, if you're a Bulls fan or obviously a Jazz fan, LAURI had an amazing year last year, 100% deserved most improved player. I think he deserved it. Honestly, I don't think this card is a good enough representation of what LAURI can do in real life because he's a super athletic, versatile player, and I don't think this card, while good offensively, I wish he was a little quicker, I'll say that, but regardless, he's going to be a fun card. Excited to try him out, so without further ado, let's hop into a game. Let's see what LAURI Markkannen can do. Not the best matchup in the world. I mean, Kevin Love and Jack Sikma is not the most athletic front court in the world. So honestly, I'm not going to complain. I will take a positive matchup to start off this game. Dude's team is not very good, and I will not complain about that. So let's hop into a game. Let's get LAURI Markkannen. He's got Isaiah Thomas at point guard. That is probably not a very good point guard. Catch and shoot LAURI Markkannen from the mid-range. And I actually miss on the first possession. That's a bad miss. LAURI is not super athletic. He's not really a playmaker or anything, but I'm going to try to get off the screen and get a 3, and that's exactly what we're going to get. Good shot, LAURI Markkannen. His release is really, really nice. You see that gold open looks pop up there, and he greens an easy bucket on his first possession of the game. Obviously, defensively, he is a 7-footer, so at least he's got size on his side, but everything else isn't really on his side much, and I think my opponent is trying to run plays or something. Oh, maybe not. Here comes a pick and roll. We're going to help down. That's actually a pretty nice blinder shot, but he mistimes the jumper and gets the board back with Duncan Robinson. Wall up. Good. Click on, and LAURI Markkannen with the contest and the board. Running out in transition, pushing the ball down the court, swing it over to KD. KD with the catch and shoot. And that is a good shot, but a miss. Dang it. Swing the ball. I should have shot that. I should have shot that. I'm running LAURI next to the slashing guards, MJ, D-Wade, guys like that, because that does allow you to take better advantage of his shooting capabilities. What in the... What? They said they took out speed ups, though. That wasn't sped up. That was just me mistiming. What? I don't know. Dude, this gameplay is so broken sometimes. Regardless, it's okay. We don't score that time. My jumper gets way sped up for no reason, but it is what it is. Click on here to contest K-Love. He is just shooting a really bad shot again. Wall up, Jack Sikma. Wall up, and D-Wade fouls him from behind. Didn't need it either because we definitely had that walled up. That was not going to be a score. That's the one thing about being 7 foot is that he will contest quite well on the interior, even without having anchor and having a great interior defensive stat and things like that, because he does have good size. So at least in that aspect, he will be able to compete against the majority of bigs that basically aren't Shaq and Wilt, or I guess Embiid in the game. But let's go pick and fade here. KD gonna attack downhill off of this. That's a oh, that was such nice offense. We had the pop coming open. KD had him in rotation. We were gonna get a good shot, and unfortunately, the ball got stripped away. Click on here and contest Isaiah Thomas from the mid range. We're good. LAURI, and this is probably not the best matchup matchup in the world, but can you stick with Wade a little bit? He's just dancing around too much. Missing. Wall up. Get aboard. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Can we get out on offense? 3 points for LAURI Markkanen so far is just not enough. Assist. Assist. Yo, Bosch, stop pulling up. What is that? Should have gone to the room for a dunk, but we hit it, and that's our first assist. 3-1-1 in the first 2 minutes for LAURI Markkanen. Isn't the most impressive start in the world, but it's also not too bad. D-Wade. Honestly want to make D-Wade beat me from a little bit deeper. Looks like he's trying to run Duncan Robinson off a screen. Well, I don't know what he's running, actually. He's just shooting bad shots. Not super impressed by my opponent's gameplay so far at all. Got to be honest. Pick and pop here. I could just go up and step up and shoot with. Well, I'm going to go by him, actually. And he gets another CPU bump. Oh, my goodness, dude. Come on. What are you shooting? Board. Thank you, LAURI. Let's go. Run the floor. Beat Kevin Lowe up that court. Push the ball. Let's go. Out. Oh, my gosh. I got bump stolen. That was actually a really nice blitz and a good play. He played that really well. What a block, Dwayne Wade. This is just chaos right now. We got to settle in. Let's get one stop here. We'll settle in, get a couple of good offensive possessions, and really rack up some numbers to finish out this game with LAURI Markkanen, hopefully. We'll click on here. Let's get through this hedge a little bit. Good shot, actually. Well, not really, actually. Good board, MJ. MJ actually might be the guy I wanted the ball in his hands the most because he actually moves, I would say, as good or better than D-Wade, and he's obviously a better slasher as well. So that clears out a lot of space for LAURI to get an open three. Beautiful stuff. Catch and shoot, green light. Release is super duper smooth. He's going to be pretty much automatic anytime he gets any sort of consistent space. LAURI Markkanen looking really good as an offensive shooting big. I just don't think he does enough defensively. Now, he's better than guys like Dirk and other really slow stretch bigs, but then there's other guys like Marc Gasol who are 40 speed but have half anchor. Would I rather have Marc Gasol or LAURI Markkanen? I don't know. Would I rather have Karl-Anthony Towns or LAURI Markkanen? I like LAURI's release better, but I think Cat's a little bit quicker, probably a little bit more versatile defensively. So, for me at least, I don't know. He's probably a borderline top 10 big in the game. I'm not totally sure where he would fall right now, but that's probably where I'd put him. That's the type of thing that not a ton of bigs are shooting, though, is catching and shooting in transition from pretty deep. Hoff catch and shoot on him. He is a bucket getter as a pick and pop shooter. There is no doubt whatsoever about that. So if you have any doubts about LAURI Markkanen's capability as an offensive scorer, you shouldn't. That I will say with confidence. I'm not sure why I'm lagging. I feel like I'm starting to spike. So if that's the case, I'm probably going to just end the game. But crossover, LAURI Markkanen, shell. Actually, I think I could just literally just dribble up and basically, yep, dribble up, shoot over top, another green. All right, another bucket. I didn't even green at that time. It still went down. LAURI Markkanen is an automatic sharpshooter at the center position. I mean, he is showing me something on the offensive end of the court. I like using cards like this because they're fun to play with because they can score really well. They shoot really effectively. They don't need a ton of space to work. When he gets takeover, he's really dangerous in transition. It allows you to do stuff that most bigs just really aren't doing. But defensively, he will struggle against the top bigs that I feel like people are using, which are Wilt, Shaq, Embiid, even a Chris Bosh and Anthony Davis, Cliff Robinson. Like, I don't think LAURI quite has the athletic ability or the defense to really compete against those guys. But how many bigs are catching and shooting with this consistency in transition and this quick of a release? Not many. LAURI Markkanen's a dog. Let's hop back into the main menu. Let's review the card. Overall, pretty impressed by LAURI Markkanen. I mean, he had 19 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, made 6 threes. Like, he's a beast. He is a really, really good shooter. Is he much on the defensive end? No. Is he fast? No. But he's not horrifically slow either. I like the card. I don't love the card. I think he's a top 10 center in the game probably, but I don't think he's truly elite like Jaren and Paulo to a lesser extent are. He's probably the 3rd best of the Amethysts today, but not a bad option at all if you do get him out of an option pack or equal chance pack or something like that, or if you're a big Jazz fan, whatever. LAURI's a pretty good card, so hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.